Okay, today we're going to do how are angles related. So a couple things. Angles can be named many ways based on their characteristics. So angles can be named based on their characteristics. So I want to go over the different angles we have. An acute angle is what? Less than 90. Good, if you knew that one. What's an obtuse angle? More than 90. Good. A right angle? Exactly 90. And a straight angle is exactly 180. Good job if you knew all those. Okay, before we answer these questions right here, I actually want to go to the bottom right here. Two angles are complementary. Complementary. That's complementary if their sum is 90 degrees. So if you add angles up and they equal 90, they're called complementary angles. Two angles are supplementary, supplementary, if their sum is 180. And the way I remember that is supplementary is straight and straight is 180. So that's how I remember. So two angles that equal 90 are complementary. Two angles that equal 180 are supplementary. So now I want to go back and look here. They want us to find the measure of angle AFC. So AFC is AFC. So we start here, we go up, and it's 100 degrees because we start at the zero, and the zero is the top. So AFC is 100 degrees. So now we're going to do CFE. We start at C, go to F, go to E. So I want to know the distance from here to here. So I start over here at 0, which is the bottom set. I go use the bottom set to count up, and CFE is 80 degrees. So if you add 100 plus 80, you get what? 180. So these two angles, are they complementary or supplementary? If you said supplementary, you're right because they add up to equal 180. I'm going to put SUPP for supplementary. Okay, let's look at the next one. What is the measure of BFC? So here's B, here's F, here's C. So we've done this type before. Remember, since neither one of these start on a 0, we have to just count one as 0 and count up. So let's pretend this is 0 and count up by 10. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So BFC is 60 degrees. Now we're going to do BFE. BFE. So it starts at 0, and I use the bottom set of numbers to count up. So 10, 20, 30. So DFE is 30. So again, if we add these together, 60 plus 30, I get 90. So are those two angles complementary or supplementary? They're complementary because they equal 90. So I'm going to put COMP. Okay, so on the back of our notes, it says, by writing and solving equations, an equation is a number sometimes with an equal sign, we can determine the missing angle measure of complementary or supplementary angles. So again, complementary are 90 degrees, supplementary is 180. So let's look at this example. We have two angles, this one right here and this one right here. Together, when you put them together, they make a straight line. So are these going to be complementary or supplementary? If you said supplementary, you're right, because a straight line, straight, sup, SS, supplementary. So if I add these two together, they should equal 180. So to write an equation, I would do x plus 136 equals 180. So now let's solve for x. What would we do to both sides? Good, we would subtract 136 from both sides. These go away. And x would be, this is 10, this is 7. So x would be 44 degrees. So this is 44 degrees. And check if you're right, you would do 44 plus 136, and that should equal 180. All right, let's try number 7. We have two measurements here. We have x and 74. Together, they make a right angle. Right angles are 90 degrees, so these are going to be complementary. So the equation I would write would be what? Yeah, if you said x plus 74 equals 90, because they together make a right angle, and a right angle is 90 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and solve this. I'm going to subtract 74 from both sides. And x would be what? 16. Good. So x is 16. And for your work, you would do 16 plus 74, and what should that equal? 90. Good. Okay, let's look at A. I'm sorry, 8. In 8, do x and 58 make a right angle or a straight angle? If you said right, you'd be correct, because this one and this one together form a right angle. So write your equation, and if you wrote x plus 58 equals 90, you'd be right, because they make a 90-degree angle. A 90-degree angle is a right angle which is complementary. So let's subtract what from both sides? 58. And when you subtract 58 from both sides, x equals 32. Good job. All right, go ahead, pause in the video and try number 9 on your own. When you have it completed, hit play to check your work. Okay, so let's see how you did. X and 52 together make a straight line. So all these angles have to equal 180. So x plus 52, sorry about that, equals 180. So I have to subtract 52 from both sides. And what would x equal? 128. You got 128, great job. Give yourself a smiley face if you got that. Check your work, 128 plus 52, and they should add up to equal 180 degrees. Okay, number 10. Draw a picture to represent the situation below and write an equation and solve. Two angles are complementary, so that means they're 90. So right away I know I'm going to have two angles that make a right angle, because complementary means 90 degrees. One of the angle measures is 15. So one of them is 15 degrees, which is really small, which would look something like that. First, we'll pretend that's 15. What is the measure of the second angle? I want to know this one. So that's my x. So go ahead and hit pause, write your equation, and solve. Okay, so you should have written 15 plus x equals 90. You would subtract 15 from both sides, and x would be 75. 75 plus 15 is 90. So if you've got that, give yourself a check plus. All right, go ahead, pause, and try number 11 on your own. Hit play when you're ready to check your work. Okay, it says angle ABE and angle DBE are supplementary angles. If the measure of angle ABE is 61, we're called supplementary C because we know they're going to be a straight line. So I'm going to start off with a straight line. It says ABE is 61. What is the measure of DBE? See how B is in the middle of those? That's your center point. That's the vertex. So ABE is 61. So one of these is 61. 61 is an acute angle. So I'm going to make this 61 degrees. And what I need to know is this one. Together, they equal 180. Because it tells me right here, supplementary means straight, straight means 180. We're going to do 61 plus x equals 180. Subtract 61 from both sides. And in this problem, x equals 119. So 119 plus 61 equals 180, and you have the right answer. Okay, so here's your homework. So the first part I think you'll be fine on. Let's give the angle measurements and then see if you can figure out which two angles are supplementary. So which two angles make straight lines, which two angles make a right angle. You just have to kind of look at the problem. Let's go to the bottom. I'm going to do the first one with you. It gives you an angle measure of 32. So the angle classification is acute, obtuse, right, or straight. So what is 32 degrees? It's acute. So when it says what's its complement, complement is 90 degrees. So we want to know is 32 plus what, or plus x equals 90. So if you subtract 32 from both sides, you would get, it's an 8, you would get 58. So the complement, because complement is 90 degrees, of 32 is 58. When you add these two together, it equals 90. We're going to do the same thing, but for its supplement. So supplement is 180. So we're going to know 32 plus x equals 180. So you subtract 32 from both sides, and that would be 148. So when you subtract 180 minus 32, you get 148. 148 plus 32 is 180 degrees. So you kind of have to work backwards through some of these. If I were you, I'd do this one first and then do the other two to get that homework done. All right. Since you watched all the notes and listened to the explanation on this homework, at the top of your page right here where it says how are angles related, draw a cloud around it and put little stars around the cloud. Okay, thanks.